Hey, how you doing, man? We be waiting for the Zeppelin here, underneath the pickle juice colored sky, man. And oh. Hi. It's Never. I'm just waiting for the Zeppelin to get here, so that I can go to Orgrimmar and start talking about something that's really important, that everybody wants to hear about. It's pet battles. Everybody wants to hear about pet battles, and so I thought I'd start off by talking about how to get started with pet battles. So there's a couple of things that you're going to want to know right off the bat that seem pretty obvious, but just in case you don't know them. So you want to start off by knowing what kind of level your pet is, and that's this little number here. 25 is the max level right now. I don't think that's increasing in the expansion, but what do I know? So 25 is good. Anything below 25 is kind of crappy, except for one exception, which I'll talk about later. The other thing to know is their rarity. These are all blue pets. You can see by the by how they've got blue stuff, and then some of them are like, oh look, he's green, and this one's white, and then there's even gray ones which are super crappy. You want to have rare pets. Wasting your time on a non-rare pet is really just going to slow you down a lot. So my advice is only deal with rare pets at all for anything that you're going to do. Don't even level a pet up unless it's rare. So now that we know that, and we've already talked about what breed is, but I'll recap it. Basically, it's just their stat allocation. And generally, when you're catching pets in the wild, you want to go for either damage or for health. You don't really want to go for something that's got a lot of speed, unless if they always come that way. Like, he always comes this way, so you can't help it. But with stuff that you catch in the wild, it's either going to be health or damage that you're going to want to go for. That's really important because it'll make the difference between almost winning or definitely winning. So getting your first pet, if you don't have any, which is hard to believe, but if you don't have any pets, you want to go to the NPC in your capital city, the battle pet trainer. He'll have a pet for you if you go into this thing. I've already got this pet, so he doesn't show me that. This guy also gives you a quest to start doing all of the tamer quests, which later turn into dailies. This is a little thing I've got called a Battle Pet Master or something like that, and it shows the pets all over the map, or maybe that's built into the game, I don't know. So these are the tamers. You can see the level, the thing they have. You can also click on them and see what sort of stuff they have, what abilities they use here, so you can plan around that and figure out what it's gonna take to beat this team. And as you go through stuff, you're gonna get stronger and stronger opponents to fight. So you'll want to go through these in order, and the quest that this orc gives you, or whoever it is you're talking to, will help you along that way. They are account-wide quests, so don't abandon it and think you need to pick it up on another character. That's for your entire account, and there's a couple of them. Like the one I've got from him is a PvP one. So that's where you can get your first pet. Those pets are decent. The one from the Worgen is the Gilnean Raven, which is an amazing pet, but you still need to turn it rare with a stone. So the stones are... let me go to my bank alts. The stones are, these things can turn a pet to rare quality, and you'll get them as you start doing battle dailies, or you can buy some of them on the auction house. The other place to get pets is the auction house, and if you don't have any pets, this is where I would recommend going, because if we just go look right here, go to battle pets, search, sort them by the cheapest, I mean, look at that, there's a rare quality pet for 5 gold, 7 for buyout. So I would get a few pets from here. Most of them are decent. Sinister Squashling is a fine pet, because if you've got rare pets, you're going to have an advantage over everything you're doing. So to start off, you need to get some pets starting to level up. And if you can't do anything because you hardly have any pets, this is what we will do. So here's a team I made of some little pets. Like this guy's just level 1, he's just level 1, but they're rares, and so they're going to be stronger than all the other stuff around. So you find these little green paws on the ground, and you make sure that you've got the pets you want to use in these slots here. This one goes first, and then the other two, they just kind of come in that order, or you can choose it, and I'll show you how. And then you just find this guy and right click on him. You start off with just one ability. You got some other buttons too. Oh, I don't want to listen to those orcs. You got some other abilities. Your main ability, you just click them to do them, or you can push the number. This switches to another pet, and it takes 1 round to do that. This gives up, and if it's against a wild pet that you just click on like that, your pets will lose 10% of their health, and you'll need to get that back. This is how you capture pets, and we'll get into that in a second. So we just use this ability, and you can see the stats about it, 90% hit chance, and it tells you if it's strong against one thing or weak against another. And you'll want to learn how that synergy works. This is a little cheat thing from Pet Battle Master that shows you some of that. Oh, those orcs are so annoying. I wish they could just get out of Orgrimmar already and go back to prison with Garrosh. So once this guy is below 30% health, you can throw your trap at him and try to catch him. And that did it on the first try. If it misses, every time you throw it, it has a better chance to get him. So there's no other pets with him, so we won that, and I caught a spiny lizard. And this guy got a little bit of XP. So that's all there is to it. You just start doing that, and then once you've got a team of pets that you think is strong enough to go up against one of these guys, you go off and you fight them, and you just keep moving your way up as they go until you beat that. And that's how you level your pets up. And you just keep going until you've got 2 level 25 pets. It doesn't really matter which ones, as long as they're rare quality and they're level 25. After you have those, you can move on to a quicker way to level pets that is a lot more efficient. But for your first 2, you'll want to go just going through and getting all of the tamers. Another thing is, when you capture a pet, as you level up, you'll be capturing pets in the wild that are level 12 or 15 or whatever, and that's why I've got these guys here. Like this one I caught, he's level 10, because I caught him when he was like level 10 or 11. And so your teams will catch up with you as you get them. So another option is you can actually go on the auction house and you can buy a pet that's already been leveled. Usually this isn't worth the gold that it costs, but if you're one of those people that's just rolling in money, you might as well, and then you can skip this whole first part, and when you go and do those pet tamer quests, you'll just mop the floor with them. It's kind of sad how badly you'll beat them. You can sort this by level, and you can see they're more expensive, but they're not out of the reach for somebody who's super rich, and that can skip a bunch of time with having to level them up. But leveling them up really isn't that bad once you get some resources to do it, and I'm going to show you some of those resources pretty quick here. Alright, so once you get 2 level 25 rare pets, you can start building up your army by catching the right kind of pets, and this is where you'll level them once you're done with all of those quests. This ends up being a little faster until you get a decent army of pets that you can start leveling them with dailies for. So you'll need 2 level 25 rares, and you want to come over to this spot right here, above Winter's Blossom by the Shadowpan Monastery. You'll see there's a big bunch of goats here. And don't fight this goat, he'll kick the crap out of you. But these other goats are exactly what you want. So you want to get your pets. You want to have 2 level 25s. I've got my Alpine Foxling and my Nether Space Abyssal here. And just use a set of abilities that you like. This is a good place to experiment. And then I've got some pet that is like level 5 or more. The reason is you want them to survive the first round of combat. So if we come right over here, all he's got to do is live through the first round of combat. So he's just going to do one thing. Oh no. And then we're going to switch right out to a stronger pet. Doesn't really matter which one. Whichever pet can beat these things. And then you just use that pet to the best of your ability. If they're 25 rares, they will be able to beat these goats almost certainly. In fact, it's most likely that one pet will be able to solo these. And so you're just going to rip right through these guys, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so what happens here is this guy gets a lot of XP because he participated in a fight against things that are way stronger than him. He gained 2 levels right there, and he's already well on his way to his next one. And so you can just go around and start fighting these goats, and then by the time you get done with them, the first goats have spawned again. I am stuck. I can't move. Oh my goodness. I can't use it. Am I stuck in the pet battle? I'm pacified. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, so you just go around and clean up all these goats. Oh, here we go. And then you'll be able to start right over because the goats respawn about as fast as you can fight them. Wow, that's really weird. Like, I can't leave stealth and stuff is stuck. Is probably some crazy amount of lag. Oh, and I've got the stealth walk with no stealth turned on. That's so weird. I bet the game closes any second now. Make sure you don't fight this big, fat, ugly goat, because he'll kick the crap out of you. So that's the basic way to get going. After you get some pets up, then you level here. This is kind of tedious, and so you want to make sure that you're able to do other pets, the other tamers, as quick as possible with 2 pets and a carry pet. Normally, it's not hard to beat them if you take 3 pets that are strong against their pets, but being able to beat them with 2 pets means that you take another pet along and he just gets tons of XP. And you can go through about 5 fights with the tamers in Pandaria and level a pet all the way to 25. It's really quick. Another thing to keep in mind is that once you get the safari hat, it's from an achievement in the pet battle section, and it's from Taming the World. You defeat all of the pet tamers, or 40 of them. You get the safari hat, which gives you lots of extra pet XP, and so do the pet XP sausages that you get from doing the Beasts of Fable dailies. So those really help out. I mean, this is an increase by 25% plus 10%. That's 35%, and stuff levels up really fast when you do that. So those are the basic ways to start getting your pet army going. You're going to want to build up, I think you need 10 or 15 level 25s before you can even try the Celestial Tournament. And in the next video, I'll go over exactly which pets you want to have so that you can start building up your pet army really quickly and get onto the real stuff that you want so that you can get cool pets like this thing. Oh, come on, summon you. It's the lag. It's the lag. Stay tuned for the next video. Please like and subscribe so that you can see when it comes out, and share with your friends so that they can build their pet army too and learn the basics of pet battling. And next time we'll be going over exactly which pets you want to get and in what order you want to get them so that they become useful as quick as possible. I'm supposed to be waving right now, but the lag is stopping it. So, okay, thanks, bye.